So we have 2 Kathys and 2 Millers.
We're going to mute all, and then just tell them to allow to unmute themselves. Okay. The screen.
And how do they unmute themselves?
Down at the bottom, there's that little.
Okay.
Okay, it's recording for you.
All right, on your taskbar, there is a mute button. That's the taskbar for the Zoom. And you can mute yourself or unmute yourself. So if you're in a quiet place, being unmuted would be great. If you are in a noisy place and muting yourself, everybody starts out muted, so you have to unmute yourself to talk. Okay. All right, it is 7 o'clock and it is time to get started because we have a lot to cover. Okay. Close that down. All right, well, I want to say welcome to everybody. And I was just figuring out the costs of conference for each person. So if they decide next year, they know exactly how much they should be saving each month to attend conference. We used to have a program called the Conference Club, and you could have a certain amount taken out of your paycheck every single month and set aside to attend conference. But now you can just go to almost any bank or credit union and have a Christmas club or a holiday club set up, and you define the months that you want to start saving, and it will automatically pull the money out of your account on a certain day, and you can have it for however much you want. But I recommend that it's about $30 a month that you set aside for conference. If we stay in the Embassy Suites, it ran about $165 for 4 nights per person. Some people have found hotels that were further away for around $60 to $70 a night and put 4 people in it, and they kept their costs down even cheaper. They did have parking, and if you park at the convention center, it was $15, and if you park at the hotel, it was $25 a night. So just be aware of that if you have a car and you're driving back and forth. We had an absolute fabulous time at conference. I hope even more people are going to join us. It looks like we had another person join us. It's a 321 area code. I don't have a name. I just have a phone number. So hopefully you can unmute. If you look at your taskbar, there's a mute microphone, and you can mute and unmute. And 321 is the area code. All right, so what I want to do is I want to get started. And Katie, I know you're on the line. I think Kathy Bourne, I hope, who was at conference with us, and Dana, who was also at conference with us, can, do a little shout out to what their favorite part of conference was. I have a day-by-day, play-by-play kind of thing, and if they mention something, then when I get to that point in my my agenda, I'll just go over it a little bit quicker than I would have normally. So Dana, why don't we start with you, and then Katie, and then Kathy, if you can unmute. We'll just have you give a tip or a favorite moment from conference. So Dana, can you start?
Okay, can you hear me yet?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, my favorite part was the workshops. They were incredible. They inspired me, and I was grateful that the presenters took notes and put them up on Evernote so we have them to look on. So that was mine. Thank you.
My favorite part of conference, oh my gosh, it's really difficult for me to pick a favorite part. I've got to say that I love the trainings a lot, but I am blessed with people on my team who are openly share things like that. So my favorite part is the general sessions when they play that music, and I'm not generally a sappy person, but when they were playing those songs, and This Is My Fight song, and I almost cried, because it's just highly, highly motivating to be in a room with all those people who are normal people. And then I have to also add that meeting the big wigs and finding out how they are normal people who just decided that they could do this and work from home, and it's just completely inspirational, and it's a game changer. It's a life changer. I'll never miss a conference.
Okay. We also had a 619 area code that joined us, and I think that's San Diego area. Maybe that's Annette who joined us. And we have a 321 number. I can't tell who that is. But we definitely have a Kathy on the call. We have two Kathys, Kathy M and Kathy with a C. Can you unmute and tell us what your favorite part of conference, if you attended, was?
I'm
Gary?
on Katie Wood's team, and I was not I was not there.
Okay. Yes. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. I know we have another Kathy on the call, Kathy with a C. Maybe she doesn't know how to unmute. And then Carrie Furley just joined us. Thank you. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get going with the play on play. You know, I'm not a super animated, jazzy person. Sometimes I can talk too fast, but I was really excited about conference. And I want to try to come alive on the screen and convey that to you so that you can understand what all the fuss is about, because there's some fuss and people are saying things like game changer. Well, I think the big game changer is home office is listening to us. They've hired the people, the things that we've been asking for, begging for, getting on our knees and saying, how come we don't have this? This is unbelievable. We need this for our business like yesterday, like 6 years ago. The people are in place at home office. And Tracy is going to take this company to new heights, absolutely, for sure. So I have literally 8 pages of conference notes of all the things that they shared with us. But basically, my big aha from conference is the things that I've been asking for are coming true. That's my big aha from conference is they're listening, they're partnering with us, they respect the field and what we do, and they want to give us the tools to do it even better and make our job easier. That's it. That's the big deal from conference is they want to help us be more successful and bring other people into this business that can be more successful. So I'm just going to probably put some glasses on here so that I can make sure I can read all my notes here. But basically, we started off conference with our general session after some workshops, and the workshops were phenomenal. Again, there was a partnership. There was usually a home office person and a field person collaborating together to really make things happen in the workshops so that notes were posted, you had access afterwards, that they were very professionally done, that there were slide presentations, and they were just the best workshops I've ever had. Not just the content, but just the way they were presented, and that they were just absolutely fabulous. So Tracy Britt-Cool, our new CEO, she has been with us now 20 months. And in that 20 months, you know, she's been married, she has a baby, she's really getting on board. And she came out and she said, I figured out that the secret sauce in Pampered Chef and what is the success is the consultants and the people in the field. And it was just really refreshing to have her honor and give the props to the field and just be working to help us. And, just owning that right now, 78% of consumers are saying that they want to eat healthier and eat fresh food. And they want to prepare it. And they definitely are in the middle of a food and cooking revolution. So that was excited. She talked about some of the trends. And, this year we had a really fun director party. And you might have seen posts online where we had an 80s party. Last year we had Warren Buffett and Rory Vaden come, and we did a director's training. So sometimes I think they're going to balance it with additional training for the directors and all-out fun. This year was all-out fun. I have no idea how they can top Warren Buffett or the 80s party next year. What are they going to pull out of their hat? Because that 80s party, I didn't really get my brain wrapped around it till like last 2 weeks of getting ready for conference. And then all of a sudden, I want a fun costume. I lived through the 80s. I was in college in the 80s. I was having babies in the 80s. This was a key time for me. And so, we had a lot of fun. The music was great. The people were great. Pampered Chef gave everybody drink tickets. Everybody was having a great time. The creativity and the imagination was absolutely amazing. But, I think Tracy's just trying to balance it all for us. And I think we're going to see that the directors, it's kind of a sweet spot in the company. And I would say one of the most important things that happened for me at conference is the people who told me that they wanted to be directors or they wanted more from their business. I had a clipboard and I did some special wrap-up meetings, and I had, 9 people want to get to director. And in the past, when people ink it and think it and commit to it, and I send them home with these little cards that they put on their computer, it's right in front of them, that next year is when we promote a lot of directors. And in the past, I hadn't been asking for those commitments. And this time I did. I came ready to do a director retreat, and I had little note cards for people to fill out for their desk, and then a little letter, and I got lots of them back, and this is just going to remind you and keep you on track. And so that was definitely one of the great parts about conference, was our director retreat that our team did before conference started. So that was wonderful. Tracy said her goal for this last 20 months was simply to improve, simplify, and reinvent. And reinvent can be a scary thing because it means change. But one of the quotes she shared with us is that if you're not changing, you're not going to be successful. You really have to stay on top of the trends. And it was great because she showed her 2 key themes of what they were doing right now and what they were doing next. And there are some great analogies that I'll share a little bit later. So basically, she took us through the last 20 months, and she said that we had, we took a serious look at how to simplify it for us and how to simplify it for our hostesses and our customers. And also simplify things at home office, and tearing down the walls and getting people to work with each other and do things collectively was definitely one of the things. We also have a new logo. We have a mobile-friendly website now for signing up. As of today, people can easily sign up on their phones. Woo, woo, woo. That was definitely one of the favorite announcements that people really got excited about. They've had the pilot in place. There was an early launch, and so they've tested it, and it is going great. We also have a new look to our catalog. And so I think the last couple of catalogs have been the same, similar kind of color scheme, but that's what's resonating. They are still going to give us the new little wraps and stuff. They didn't show us what they were going to look like. They're calling these helpers. And so we're going to get those. But one of the exciting things is the minis are back. And you notice how these say desk copy. I make sure that I have some that stay on my desk, and I put in great big black Sharpie desk copy because I need to have these at my fingertips. I don't need them wandering off or me sending things out to people. I know I was busy this weekend getting catalogs out to hostesses that have fall shows out. And so on the 25th, I think we can order new paperwork. So that was definitely, we're also going to get the little training guides again. Notice again the desk copy on that. And on the back of it is a success checklist. This tells you how to change seasons, what you need to do, the most important thing. So make sure you take a look at that. Another thing is that online sales are booming. Last year we had $8.8 million on holiday sales. The new consultant box has changed, and they've just simplified it, and the training PC University is now in place. That's a new biggie. We also have new boxes that our customer sees, and they have the new logo, but they also have a message. You know, the fun starts here, and we're going to keep seeing that they're going to keep freshening that up, and people are going to, when they get their boxes, they're going to be excited. And more of our customers are going to be getting those boxes and getting those messages because they're expanding the direct ship program. They have over 1,000 people now on direct ship. And one of the announcements from conference is anybody who was on the wait list, who attended conference, they're going to be added August 1st to the direct ship too. And that is the big buzz. So you want to make sure that you get yourself on the wait list for the next wave. And I don't know how to do that. You'd have to call home office and ask, but definitely it would be worth your time to do that because direct ship is changing this business. I can't wait till everybody has it. This one was really great that 600,000 people have come online to do direct shopping. That just makes your website even more valuable. Replacement parts, now that they can be ordered, added to the show, replacement part orders are up 555%. Boy, people really wanted that benefit, and that was a great change. Our spring launch that just happened here in the spring, and the first time it was streaming, had 8,500 viewers. People are really liking the new Spoonful and the Stir, and they're both more blog friendly so that we can take that information and we can put that out there to our Facebook fans and our customers and send it on to people. So there's that little bites and those information. You're going to see that. Party packs, that is a huge thing that's going on now. 1,800 people have found the party packs. It's hardly been trained on, it's hardly been mentioned, but people are still finding that. And that's a complete business, from the recipes to the invitations to the social media needs to the training on how to do it. It's all in one place. It's making our business more streamlined, more professional, more compact, speedier to do, and it's just great. And they're just going to keep adding more and more of these party packs. And they are aware of the trends that are going on in the industry, and they're going to keep us current and more relevant. Today's sales report, that's an instant numbers for the directors to look at, and all directors and above now have access to the numbers as they're coming in 15-20 minutes later, really changing the stress levels for directors on key periods. We can see things, we know that it's happened, and that's great for us. 5.9 million has been made off of the outlet. There are a lot of people who shop on the outlet, but I love it because anytime people say, oh, I love the Pampered Chef, but I can't afford it, or your products are costly, I go, oh, it sounds like you love a deal. Would you like to be signed up for my outlet? It's where you can get up to 75% off of great Pampered Chef products. It sounds like you love a deal. And people say, yes, I want to be part of the outlet. And so I'm seeing a lot of hybrid orders now where it's part outlet and part regular product line. And so that's a new thing too. Again, a big boost to have your own website. You know, there's summer launch of products with the make and take lunch meals have been great. That is being added to the catalog this fall, but it's not going to be the donation for the summer lunch program that we have for the kids for the Roundup for the Heart. But it's really been a great thing. The next thing that she talked about is the wish list. And she just talked about how we now have a wish list. But towards the end of the general sessions that we had one of our new vice presidents, Andrew Trenor, I believe that's what his last name is, come out, and he was riding a skateboard. It was crazy. He comes out on a skateboard, and I'm like, okay, you know, hey, we're a ladies company, you know, oh no, we had a huge amount of men this conference. And I thought, okay, they're appealing to everybody now. But no, he had this analogy where our wish list started out bare bones, like the skateboard getting somebody around on campus. They could get around faster on campus than walking. They would have a wish list. They had something with wheels, but really it wasn't the most efficient thing. But they took the basis of that and then they turned it into a bicycle. So that was even faster and more versatile than the skateboard. But then they took that bicycle and they turned it into a motorcycle. So they added some more bells and whistles. And that's where we're at right now. We now have a wish list that you can use for your brides that can be attached to shows. That can be used for all kinds of events, not just bridal showers, housewarmings, graduation, just a list where for your birthday or whatever it is, we have a wish list now. They haven't got it to the Cadillac car yet, but they are getting there and they realize where it needs to go. And I love the analogy that they said, okay, some of the things that we're going to get and we're going to have in pilot, they're going to start out rudimentary, like a skateboard. And then we're going to bring it along and we're going to bring it along and keep making it better and move it along from skateboard to bike to motorcycle to luxury car. So, you know, they know what we need. And as long as we keep telling them, they're going to be listening, they're absorbing it all, and they want to give it to us. And they now have the right people in home office to make these things happen. I think that's, again, I'm going to say it again, that's my big wow from conference, is this partnership with home office where they want to make our businesses easy and successful. So as I said, hold on to your apron strings. There's some exciting things that are coming on. She also said that in 2016, our party average went up to $640. I believe they said that's the highest in the industry. And it's higher than any time in the past 10 years. And consultants are making more money at each and every show. They're making more money from the outlet, and they are making more money from online sales. Online orders are up 46% over last year. And we're just letting you know that we are putting notes up on the All-Star Atlas that consultants have taken the time to type up. And I just want to give a shout out to Tiffany Foreman. I used her notes and expanded them. She was just so succinct and orderly. So I just went ahead and just started adding my notes to her notes. But you're going to see those up for general session 1, 2, and 3. And you're also going to see notes for the breakout sessions, which are workshops. Those are being posted too. I know Dana took a great class on Evernote, and anytime somebody just sends the link to Evernote, you can get in there and you can look. But many of you are going to want to set up your own Evernote stuff so that you can actually take things, tweak it, and use it in your business as well as just reading the notes. One of the other things that came up is that right now there's a huge trend to cook with your family and make memories. And a lot of this has to do with cooking with kids. And so some of the wonderful shows on TV right now are Top Chef Junior or Master Chef Junior or Rachel versus Guy's Kids. And so there's this huge trend. I think there's some bake wars, cupcake wars juniors as well. Anyhow, there's huge trends for kids cooking. And so what are we doing? We're coming out with some kids lines. They're high quality products. They are the Pampered Chef standard. They are not junk. They are not toys. They are kitchen tools. My granddaughter is so excited to make whipped cream and to play with the baking set and the pizza set. So tomorrow we have some time scheduled to do some videos with Amelie and myself. And she is just so excited. And my daughter told me, Mom, I'm going to need these in my house too. It's not okay to just have it at Grandy's. Got to have it at our house too. So very excited. There's going to be a great need to do theme shows where we're cooking with kids, where the kids are present, or you're just doing specialized shows for grandparents and parents who are interested in buying for their little bakers. So, I mean, just absolutely fantastic. So right now, all 7 of the vacancies of the VPs have been hired, and they are poised to move quickly. And Tracy is all about testing and making sure everything is working. She freely admits that we're going to make some mistakes, but we're going to get a lot of things right. And if it's not perfect, they're going to change it for us. So that was wonderful. Online sales are the gateway to new customers and repeat sales from existing customers. It's a great way to build relationships, and it's a great way to do sales. One of the things that they talked about is now when we are getting emails and we want to get correct emails, Pampered Chef wants to get to the point when you buy X product from us, they send out the e-cookbooks and they send out the support and the information on those things automatically for us. So they didn't announce when they were going to do it. They just say it's something that's coming in the future. And one of the great big wows is that recruiting is up 16%. You know, the more you fall in love with this business, and the more you know the benefits, the more you're going to want to share them with other people. And yes, we've had some frustrations in the past, but Pampered Chef is working to correct that and to make this business as simple as possible. This is the highest percentage of recruiting in the last 5 years, and that includes guests and hostesses. And, you know, people are going to want to be part of this, so get out there and share, share, share. New consultants are having more success and retention is up, and more people are staying in the business longer since 2011. So they're saying, well, where can we improve? Well, we can improve by having a full calendar, because kitchen shows are still the heart of this business. And so, yes, there's virtual shows out there, and a lot of time was spent on social media and how to do social media, but still kitchen shows are still, you know, the heartbeat of this business. And reinvention, Tracy shared with us, is about letting go of everything but your best and finding what works. I'm going to say that again. Reinvention is about letting go of everything but your best and finding what works. And Doris is there to help them respect our heritage, challenge the status quo, and anticipate the future. And they're all partnershiping together. And that was another thing, is Doris was on stage a lot. Doris and Jean were just the dynamic duo. They made it really fun. Jean is quirky and lively and loving and really trying to share with the consultants. She is the chief consultant advocate. She is right there making sure that we are protected. And they said that Pampered Chef Tracy said this and Warren said it too. Pampered Chef is going to have a long reign as a Berkshire Hathaway company, that we belong there and they are looking forward to a long future. And, you know, it was very positive. There's some stuff going on in the direct sales where some company doors are closing. That's not us. We are profitable and we are moving forward, and we are a rock solid Berkshire Hathaway company. But that doesn't mean that they're not looking for ways to do better. They're looking at companies like Apple, Nordstrom's, Disney. Sam Walton said, to succeed in the world, you have to change all the time. And they gave an example of Kodak. Kodak failed to reinvent. They had a digital camera in the 1980s, but they didn't jump on it because they were afraid it was going to hurt us. So instead of having and being the leader in the new technology, they got caught because they were afraid of it. And we're not going to do that. So they said, we're going to study our best and we're going to have a strong field organization. We are well respected for our brand, and we are a face of the kitchen. And we are a trusted brand, and we have our quality of our products and our experiences. When people talk about Pampered Chef, they not only talk about they love this product, they talk about what they make with their product for their family and how their family uses it. They embrace that experience. You know, it's not just making a cool veggie pizza. It's that the cool veggie pizza is my daughter's favorite meal, and it's what she requests for her birthday. And that's what makes her birthday special, is when her mom makes her cool veggie pizza. And that's what you want to elicit from your customers and guests. What do they do with this product, and what does it mean to them? And then there's just a huge amount of technology. And they talked about the technology since 1985. And, you know, that there was very little technology in 1985, and we just didn't have it. Very few people had computers, home computers in 1985, and they weren't comparison shopping. Now, people right away, when they're going to purchase something, they go online. 3 out of 4 people made a purchase online in 2015. And then Tracy kind of talked about our big bets, you know, and that's big bets, big bets. That's a tongue twister. I want to make sure I get that right. You know, it's where we can have the most impact and the most growth. And the number one thing that came out, and we have a new product development guy, Bill Buckley. He's vice president, and he just has loads of experience. He loves to cook, and he just wants to make sure that he gets the right products in people's hands. And his number one aha is that you first find out what needs to be solved in the kitchen, so that you come up with an everyday problem and you solve it for people. So our customers, they could be frustrated about putting a meal on the table really fast. They could be, you know, dealing with picky kids or whatever it is. We come up with the solutions to the everyday problems that people have. And then the next thing is channel and enhance your success as a consultant. Again, he wants to make sure that the solutions that are needed are something that a consultant can demonstrate at a show. So it's a win-win for us. And again, it comes back to the experiences. When we add value to our customers, they're going to want to come to our shows over and over again. So Tracy said, you know, we've got to study the market trends. Reinvention isn't easy. It takes leadership and vision. And I believe that that's what's going on at home office. That's why this conference was so amazing, is because we are getting the leadership and vision and the listening to the field that we have needed. And we need leaders who respect and approve of our heritage, but are willing to embrace the new ideas. I heard in one of my conferences to be an early adopter. And that's instead of it analyzing it to death and thinking, well, should I, shouldn't I? Well, what is this product? Should I take it to my show? Should I try this out? Just jump on the bandwagon, see if it works, Instead of waiting 4 weeks to see how something is, just start talking about it. Get it out there and be an early adopter. Embrace it. And, we're going to just have to work out the kinks as we go. But so many things have improved. I was just impressed with that list. So Jean Jonas, we have Carrie Ann Gomez in a very new position. Carrie Ann Gomez is the Vice President of Field Strategy and Customer Experience. I can remember the first time I was sitting in a Chairman's Circle meeting with Carol Redu, and she said, why aren't we testing this on how the field or the customer's experiences? And she talked about this customer experience, and now we have a vice president who's just in charge of overseeing and looking at it. That's really cool. Rich Halava is the Chief Operating Officer of the Solution Center. He is going to be retiring. I don't know if they already had somebody hired for him. They did not bring that new person out, but they did honor Rich, and we knew. I talked about Andrew Trenner, who is the Chief Tech Officer, who's helping us connect the social media and the experience and make it easy, and really understands what we need to do so that those party packs include the social media little pictures and everything that we need, because the experience doesn't start at the show. It starts with the invitation. It starts with the tools that our hostess gets. And so that was really important. And then Bill Buckley, he really talked about product innovation. They had an innovation kitchen, and these were products that they're testing to bring in the line. They had a lightweight cast iron skillet, and that cast iron skillet was thinner than any cast iron that I had and was rust resistant. And they're testing it. How do the consultants feel about that? I love cast iron. I have about 4 skillets in a Dutch oven. It's something I use on a regular basis. I would love to see it added to our line. So it was great to see that. And then they talked about this cooking method called sous vide. And I'd never even heard of it, but it's like a water bath, temperature controlled cooking where you can get precise results every time. And they had a special cooker in the innovation cooker. And oh my goodness, the displays for our products this year were absolutely amazing. Just a visual treat. It was unbelievable. I was snapping pictures all over the place and was just eating it up. So, they're really into solutions and ensuring that we can solve the problems, attract new customers, add value to our customers, have clever tools, and optimize today's party attendance. That people say, I went to a show and I learned this, and this. And that's one of the things that they said as consultants that we could really get our attendance up, is that if we gave the customers what they wanted. They want a fun night out with their friends. They want to solve some problems. They want to learn some tips. And when we do that, they're going to come back over and over again to a Pampered Chef party. So they just talked about the test pilots and pilot programs that they have going on, and that the new consultant experience with the PC University and the streamlined paperwork. Then they had a really big announcement, and that is 3 kits. We have 1 kit that starts at $109, $159 for the deluxe kit, and an ultimate kit for $249. All 3 kits, including the $109 one, we can use a $50 host credit for. So people can start this business for as little as $59, or they can get a value pack of over $1,000 of products with major power tools like a piece of rock crock, a stone with sides, a flat stone, a grill pan and press, and just wonderful products. $1,000 worth of products for $249. And so now they're having, they had this as a pilot program, and the people who chose the deluxe kit are having more success and more retention. They thought, well, maybe if they offered this great of a kit, they were going to have problems with kidnappers. That has not been the case. The people who buy the larger kit are getting off to a stronger start. So this has been tested. We will post Sharon Zellen words of what she's been saying at her shows so that you know what to say to inform your potential consultants to get the right kit for them. And so it's, again, it just comes down to even more options, trying to help the consultant. So that was just absolutely amazing. I do have some $5 giveaways from Merrill. Merrill was there at conference. They had a great booth this time. I kept hearing people say, oh, well, that's really cute. That's really cute. You know, I didn't intend on buying anything, but Merrill had better prices. And anybody wants $5 off on their order, I'll be happy to give you the code. It's 5 for you, and you just enter 5 for you. The words for, FORYOU is all capitalized with the number 5 in front of it. So anybody who wants me to send it to them, I can send it to them, or you can use the 5 for you at checkout. And I think there's some free shipping options too if you spend enough money. There was a free gift, I think it's $70 and $132 you got free shipping, but the Merrill stuff was really fun this time. And if you just need something and are on my team that has the new logo, let me know and I'll send you an iron-on. If you're listening to this call and you tell me one good thing that you learned tonight about the company, I will send you a free iron-on. Okay. At our director retreat, we talked about flipping our switch. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is just a little night light that looks like a regular light switch, and it lights up. And, you know, the thing about it is it doesn't matter how great conference was and how great the announcements are, great the products, until you're willing to flip that internal switch where you go back to work. You know, nothing's going to work for you. You have to get yourself excited. You have to find something that you really, really, really love. Here's another thing. I'm kind of doing some commercials, but one of the things that's in the kids' baking kit are these cute emoji. I'm sorry, I got them upside down. Woo, woo, woo. All right, there we go. And it was so fun because after conference, we met with Lisa Bonasorti about my jewelry. I was getting my bracelet fixed and everything, my new Pampered Chef jewelry. And she said her daughter got to design one of these emoji cookie cutters. There's 7 of them. They're going to be our Roundup for the Heart product. And we sell these, and even in the baking set for kids, there's going to be a $1 donation. Her daughter got to design the freckles emoji one. And I think these are so, so cute. And they gave us some cute little cookies, and I know that we're all going to have fun with these. I saw somebody make a peanut butter and jelly cut and seal, and they impressed the picture of the little emoji, the I love you emoji on the top of it. And so we're going to have a ball with these. So many things. Somebody did a I'm sad to see you leaving conference kind of thing, and I love seeing everybody. But somebody said that they were going to use them as a recruiting thing where they had them laid out on the table and they were going to ask everybody on a scale of 1 to 7, how are you feeling about joining me in the business? And they can do a funny face where they're sticking their tongue out, or they can say that they love the Pampered Chef and they want to be part of it. And so I think we're going to have a lot of fun with these. Not only are they going to be cute cookies, but they're going to be a way to share the love in our business as well. So as again, I said, people are so creative. They're going to come up with great things. Something that's coming up is they're changing the way they do leads, and they're going to test it starting in August for 8 to 10 weeks. And that's a Linkly thing that they're going to test. But basically, a lot of times the leads aren't getting in the right hands, so they're going to try to see if they can do a better job with the leads. Then they had a special lead program, and they had 250 people involved, and 51% completed and graduated. I know we had a bunch of graduates in our team, and we had some people who started it and they didn't graduate, but all of them got something out of it. And they said, if you get asked to do it, just do it, even if it scares you. Janet Moffat kept saying, if your goal doesn't make your heart pound and you afraid, your goal isn't big enough. And Janet and Michelle Marston both promoted up a level, and it was fantastic when she shared that tip with everybody, is do it scared. Even if you don't think you can meet all the qualifications of the LEAD program, do it scared. But the people who were in the LEAD program had a 16% increase in sales, 53% increase in recruiting, 120 new director promotions, and 58 people moved up a level. Out of 250 people, they had 120 new directors. Absolutely fantastic. And it's going to be starting again in the fall. And that was basically the first part, the first general session. I think you can see why we were all so excited. They just are really working to make our business better. So I'm going to take a little break from that. Whoops. Hopefully you can see me on my screen, just went black. And do a little bit of June recognition for the Hiltbrands. And I just want to do a shout out again to Michelle Marston, who promoted to director, and Janet Moffat, who promoted her, who moved up to advanced director. I know the more people you help in the business, the more successful you are and the more rewarding it is. Connie Fleur was our top seller for the month of June with $18,715.32. And Lisa Holzerland right behind her, $6,260. Sarah Gill, $6,000. Michelle Wickstruck, $5,000. Karen Chisholm, $4,400. Janet Moffat, $4,200. Katie Woods, $3,200. Carrie Burley, $31,000. Jackie Ingram, $31,000. And Suzanne Quinn, $3,000. That's our top 10. They all do happen to be directors this month, but congratulations to them. The top teams, my team, the Hiltbrand team, in the personal sales were $33,000. Right behind us and on our heels is the Florer team, Connie Florer's team, $31,000. Lisa Holzerland, $14,000. Sarah Gills, $11,000. Katie Woods, $10,000. Yolanda Easton, $8,000. Karen Chisholm, $8,000. Helene Balsamo, $8,000. Jackie Ingram, $7,000. And Jane Lair's team, $7,000 plus. So congratulations. Something seems to be going amiss with our bookings report, so we put it in paper. We'll forward that on, but I don't want to give it out too much because I think it's skewed. It's not where it's supposed to be. But Suzanne Quinn, according to this report, had the most with 8. But I just know that there's some holes in it. I just know that it is. So we'll get it fixed. We have personal recruits of 2 with Connie Fleur, Sarah Williams Gill, Katie Woods, Jackie Ingram, and April Tiedemann, and Karen Chisholm, and Melissa all had 1 recruit this month. Team recruiting, the Fleur Cluster 3, Easton Cluster 3, Gill Cluster 2, Team Cluster Woods 2, Jackie Ingram 2, Karen, myself, April, and Jane Lair all had 1 in our first line teams. And then we had a bunch of $1,000 shows. Sarah Williams Gill had a $2,717 show. And congratulations to Sarah on that. Connie Floor had $5,000 plus shows. I had a $1,500 show. Carrie Furley, Helene Balsamo, Karen Chisholm, Janet Moffat, Michelle Whitstruck, Heather Butera, Michelle Marston, Lisa Holderland, Jody Shaw, and all had $1,000 shows. We love those $1,000 shows. And with direct ship, it's getting easier and easier for our hostesses to not have to deliver all that merchandise. I think we're going to see tons more $1,000 shows. And then I just wanted to do a shout out for just the team that came to conference. Congratulations. We had a group there and we had a lot of fun. We laughed a lot. We learned a lot. We laughed a lot. We ate a lot. We walked a lot. Some of us were early risers and in the gym. And then after a couple of days, we were just exhausted and we didn't make it back into the gym. But it was fantastic. Fun posts and stuff. So just wanted to send a shout out, and you'll be able to see the recognition posted online as well. So moving back into second general session of conference, and I just have to talk fast because we're running out of time here. We had a dynamic new vice president, Melinda Hudman, and she is in charge of marketing, and she is so savvy on what we need. Not just does a catalog look a certain way, but what do we need to put out in the social marketing? What do we need for our virtual shows? What do we need to attract hostesses? What do we need to attract the millennial generation? She is on it. And again, she is in charge of this party packs, and she's the driving force and just adding new things to it all the time. And when we have somebody who's really good at it, there's a gal out there, Charlotte Nagai. She is bringing her into home office, and they are partnering with these key people who are out in the field making it happen, and then they bring them in and they're making it happen for everybody. So I think you're going to see great things from Belinda Hudman, and she's a former Coloradan, so I'll put a little extra plug in there. She did a workshop, a breakout that I took on marketing, and I just loved her. And she said that, she has two assets. She is both creative and logical. I'm a creative person. I don't always do the logical with it. And so to have that kind of person in marketing where they're running the numbers and checking the facts, as well as being creative, that's a great marriage, and we're going to be so blessed to have her in this position. So they're checking on this was a big, huge aha. They're checking on, are the hostesses happy? Overwhelmingly, our hostesses are happy. Our guests are happy until they hit the checkout. And at that checkout, we do not have happy customers. And so one of the very first things they're doing, and they're pilot testing it right now, is how people can work in their cart and that it's easy and they can do it without signing in. And then the next thing you know, they can send their cart to their consultant right there at the party, and the consultant can still have time to wrap up with them, so we're not losing our bookings, but it moves the checkout process much, much faster. So this is something that's in a pilot program because they ask our customers, and home office figured out that, it's taken way too long at checkout, and it's not our fault. They're going to give us the tools, and they're piloting this program right now. One of the things that I do to get around it is I have an office cell phone, I have an old iPad, I have a new iPad, I have my current cell phone. I pull them all up. I'm working with 4 people at once to put their orders in. They don't have to sign in. I have it open and they're working on it. They're putting in their information, but I still have the one-on-one with them so that I have time to see if I can get the booking. So, you know, that was my personal solution because I could tell that my customers were getting antsy, but yet if I had them open their account and sign in, they walked out of there and I never got to talk to them about hosting a show for me. So they're working on that. Again, making our drawing slips better and more comprehensive and compelling to get those bookings for us. Also new videos. People want to see little snippets. They want to see it on your Facebook. They want to see it on Pinterest. They want those little videos, and Pampered Chef is getting them out there for us, and they're working on it. So again, the power tools. There's going to be special meals in the Season's Best and in our catalogs. My daughter picked up on it right away. She said, Mom, I'm loving these recipes. I can't wait to try them. And she said, what is this that you're doing? And it's like, these are meals around the world. And it's one of the real life trends. People want to try new things. So you're going to find that in the Season's Best. You're going to find the things that people love, but you're going to find more short recipe videos to support things as well, and movie stories. Another thing that's going to be added is the recommendations from our customers. One of the things that people want to do is when they go to buy something, I mentioned this earlier, they Google and they do the research. But what they want to do is they want to see, what do the real life people say about these products? And just at our shows, we know when we ask for product endorsements and people sell their favorite products and tell people what they are, those are the products that their friends buy. Well, when people go online and they do the research, they want to see those recommendations, and so those are going to be added. I'm going to go to and bring up the screen right here. I'm going to try something for the first time ever. Deanna's been trying to train me here. Okay, maybe I need to double click. She'll come rescue me if I get desperate here. Are you guys seeing the screen? Okay. I just am seeing me. It's the company's website, and you're going to see consultants doing recommendations and sharing, and the pictures of people. I'm sorry, it's not coming up on the share. I'm sure she's thinking I'm doing something wrong here. I'm clicking on
No,
it.
you click on the camera. Go ahead and click
I'm
back
not-
there. Yeah, new share.
I was clicking on new share.
Okay, then you have to click on the desktop and then share screen.
Okay.
Then you go back to the camera.
All right, here we go. So here is what people can see about the business. It talks a little bit about what consultants do and why you might love it, and it gives some of the key points. And then there's this whole area called Meet People Like You. And you can read these videos, and we have different ages, different genders, different races, and just short little videos that talk. There's even a supportive spouse. So kind of cool there. And this is just one of the recommends. I know we just lost somebody right here. Hopefully it was Dan, and she's coming back. So anyhow, just absolutely amazing. This year we raised over, I'm going to get back into the camera here. All right, I'm going to go to new share and go back into the desktop here and go to the camera. All right, I'm back. Woo woo, I'm getting good at this Zoom thing. All right, so we Feeding America, Roundup for the Heart, $900,000 plus. Help with Cancer, $740,000 for cancer education and early detection. We are up 6% over last year. We did a special program this summer to feed kids during the summer with our Make and Take Lunch summer product launch. great things. Again, the new emoji cookie molds are going to be our new Roundup for the heart. The white products for the help with cancer, 6% increase. So people didn't always want pink. This year we were up, and that was why. And again, they are looking for micro digital moments. People want to see just little things online that are really, really quick that pop up on their phone, and that they can do that. So 97% of people do the research before they buy. So they're going to be looking at our products. They're going to be pulling them up. And Pampered Chef is going to make sure that our information has the research and is going to pop up. The new technology, people know how to do that. And no longer are we going to be left out of consumer reports. No longer are we going to not show up. So, I mean, that's just totally awesome. And that people want to see those recommendations. There's a hashtag Falltastic, and that's where you can post the new fall products, and people can follow that. I'm noticing more and more ads that are from Pampered Chef that are popping up on my Facebook page. I am getting Twitter feeds about Pampered Chef things in the area, and I know you're going to see more of those things. Make sure that you check out the August and September hosts and the July guest specials. And at the top of that, you're going to see, do you know about the party packs? And there's a place to click in that, and it's going to take you right in there if you don't know where that is. So basically, there's 3 technology projects and pilots that are working on right now. Abandoned shopping carts. You know, when you shop online and you put something in the cart and then you don't finish it, or you're thinking about it, or you're getting research, you want to ask somebody about it, then it pops up and says, hey, you left something in your shopping cart. Well, now we're going to have the ability to do that too. So if people shop online with a certain consultant, it's going to take them back to that consultant site. The rating and reviews, it's going to give a place for people to give their feedback on how they're liking a product. And it can be later, 3 months later, how are you liking your Rock Crock Grill Stone? And then they're working on the quick checkout. Next year for the Pampered Chef jewelry, they're going to have a gift certificate to Tiffany's. And you're going to get to choose what you want from Tiffany's. They did a really fun thing for the top achievers, the 7 top achievers with Pampered Chef, got to do a breakfast with Tiffany shopping spree. They were given almost $2,000 to go buy something nice for themselves. They got to pick up in a limo, breakfast, and go shop and do breakfast at Tiffany's. Kind of amazing. And next year, those who earn Excellence Award will get a Tiffany gift certificate and get to shop from a variety of special picked items from Tiffany's. We do have a new title necklace and pin. It's a little spoon that goes sideways, and the gemstones now match the color of our ribbons. And there is a new spoon, 15,000 pay increase, sales necklace as well. One of the big ahas, and we are almost out of time. I'm just so bummed. Is that now the number of mobile devices has surpassed the number of people in the world. That was amazing. More people have cell phones and tablets out there, and multiple, and so we now actually have surpassed the human population. And it just goes on. And I didn't even get to general session number 3. I'm posting these notes, but I just couldn't be happier with the direction that Pampered Chef is going. Last night, I opened some of my products. I put them into my kitchen. I made a little showcase on them. I'll make a little video and show you what I've done. But I'm just absolutely thrilled and blessed to have spent time with my consultants at conference, for us to have had a great and rewarding director retreat, and for us to get the support from home office that we've been asking for. Just absolutely, you know, if I could dream this business the way I wanted it, it's coming true. So I just wish you all well. Thank you for joining us. Share this video. And next time, don't miss conference. $30 a month, set it aside, squirrel it away, and come join us. And we will have even more success in the Hiltbrand cluster. Thanks for your time. Bye.
Sorry, don't stop recording. Matt Rubino's on. She wants to see them.
Okay, I guess somebody wants to see something. Dana just grabbed a catalog. I'll just end with a quote, and it says, "Every resolution kept and nurtured grows into a bright and shiny good habit." I thought that was an amazing quote that I got at conference. You know, we shared some wonderful things where all the directors who came had a pizza party and a not a pizza party, but a dessert thing. We all celebrated our birthdays together. Everybody brought an idea to share. And I learned about Mileage IQ, which is an app, and another app called Voxer. And it's just a way to give a verbal shout out to somebody who's done a really great job or given information. It's kind of like a walkie-talkie kind of system. So Dana, do you have the catalog ready? Are you ready to show what you need to show? Okay, I think she's bringing it to me. The front of the catalog? Yes. And that is a beautiful stoneware bowl. It's part of our new serveware. And we have beautiful trays, beautiful salad bowls, just absolutely gorgeous stuff. And I had some stoneware dishes. In fact, I got some of them from Annette Rubino recently. I put them all in my cupboard together because they go beautifully with our new serveware. And so just exciting, exciting stuff. And I can't wait for all the directors and consultants to have their changeover package. So to do that, you need to have 150 in sales last month or this month, and you will be getting the changeover paperwork packs. A lot of the stuff's going to be online too. Okay, bye now.
Did you stop recording?
It stopped.
Not that sure. Stop recording.